nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning.
Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're well, having a great day. I'm live early today. Lori, I was just wondering if you were going to get a notification and a way that I can get you the link so that you know that I'm going live. So this is email me. And then when I get your email address, I can just email you when I go live if you would like for me to. I think unless you have Facebook Messenger, I think that would be the only way I would be able to let you know when I go live. Okay, everyone. Hey, Kaz. Hey, Lori. Hey, Sherry. How are y'all? So, Mr. Beast has a lawsuit with a virtual dining company that he had a contract with during the pandemic. Sorry, I had to take a sip. To help, because all the companies and everything, their businesses were going down during the pandemic. And so he made a contract with this company, and he was gonna, let them provide the Mr. Beast burger. And it was all for virtual, like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. It would be delivered by them, and they would just fix the sandwiches. Well, the sandwiches were gross, raw, fixed, not pretty, messy, should I say. And so customers were complaining, and this is Mr. Beast's name on all of this. And so also he received no money from this contract and this deal. He hasn't received any money from it, and his name's on this burger that they're serving. Gross, raw, messy, whatever. So that's basically what the lawsuit is about. I am going to read the lawsuit. It's 15 pages long, I think. Please let me know if you can read this or if I should make it bigger. They have an option here to read out loud, but I'm not going to do that because I was listening to him read it to see what it sounded like. And yeah, it's weird. Very weird. It's hard to understand too. Watch, I'll show y'all. Watch. Y'all heard that? That's what it's like when it reads it out loud. Do y'all like that? Or do you want me to read it? I don't know. That's y'all. Let me see what it's like when I start reading the complaint. Let's see if it'll start over. I hope not. Yeah. Do y'all, you don't hear it? You don't hear it at all? Huh. Mm. Okay, let me try something real quick. I'm going to mute myself. What about now? Still nothing. Okay, I'm going to have to read it. Man, I'm going to have to figure that out because it's pretty cool. But that sucks. All right, let's see. I'm forgot about my headphones. So I'm trying to connect those real quick before I read it to make sure that the sound will be okay. And I read out loud, but evidently it didn't work out that well. So I have my earbuds on. Let's go. Can you see it okay, Kaz? It's United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Beast Investments LLC plaintiff versus Celebrity Virtual Dining LLC, Virtual Concepts Holding Incorporated, and Virtual Dining Concepts LLC. There's no case number. Complaint. Plaintiff Beast Investments LLC which will be referred to as Beast Investments, by and through its attorneys for its complaint against defendants Celebrity Virtual Dining, LLC, will be referred to as CVD. Virtual Concepts Holding Incorporated will be referred to as Holdings, and Virtual Dining Concepts LLC will be referred as VDC. Collectively, Virtual Dining Concepts alleges as follows. Nature of the action. Number one, when Joe DiMaggio was asked why he hustled on every play of every game, he responded that there is always a kid who may be seeing me for the first time. I owe him my best. This encapsulates the philosophy that one of the most accomplished and prolific online content creators in the world, Mr. Beast, brings to everything he does, from his global YouTube channels to his other business ventures. It is the reason that Mr. Beast is one of the most recognizable and valuable brands in the world. Mr. Beast's YouTube channel, which has over 172 million subscribers, ranks as the third most subscribed channel on the platform, ranks number one overall for individual creators, and his earnings are estimated to be the highest of any social media creator. However, it is his philanthropy which sets him apart from other social media superstars. Named by Time magazine as one of the world's 100 most influential people in 2023, Mr. Beast has used his online platform to raise tens of millions of dollars for charitable causes, donate over 6 million pounds of food through his nonprofit organization, Beast Philanthropy, and help countless individuals and small businesses in need. Number two, thank you, Kaz. In 2020, the global COVID-19 pandemic crippled huge swaths of the economy. While small businesses across industries were feeling the brunt of the pandemic, the restaurant industry in particular faced a sudden threat to its very existence: the inability to service customers in brick and mortar locations. At the same time, Mr. Beast was planning to launch a new business that would be entirely aligned with his philanthropic mission, in that it could help thousands of restaurants bring in revenue during the pandemic that they would not otherwise have been able to do. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I forgot to do something. Crud. Y'all, I burnt my throat last night. It feels like I have a blister on it. And yeah, it hurts. I was like, oh, I hope I can read 15 pages. But I got this, y'all. I got this. Or we got this, should I say. Number three, specifically in 2020, Mr. Beast contracted with Virtual Dining Concepts to launch and run a virtual dining brand called Mr. Beast Burger. The goal of the business was simple. Relying entirely on the strength of Mr. Beast's brand, the business would create a virtual restaurant with a selection of Mr. Beast branded food items, but would then partner with existing restaurants who would prepare those items and share in a significant portion of the revenue from their sales. The business model would not compete with his partner restaurants, but would instead generate significant additional revenue from them that did not require brick and mortar service. The menu items are only ordered online or through food delivery applications such as Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Number four, Because quality and fan customer satisfaction are paramount above all else for Mr. Beast, he expected that his fans would be the recipients of excellent customer service and a superior branded food product. Unfortunately, however, because virtual dining concepts was more focused on rapidly expanding the business as a way to pitch the virtual restaurant model to other celebrities for its own benefit, it was not focused on controlling the quality of Mr. Beast's burger customer experience and products. This is despite numerous objections by Mr. Beast, whose complaints about quality control fell on deaf ears. As a result, Mr. Beast Burger has been regarded as a misleading, poor reflection of the Mr. Beast brand that provides low quality products to customers that are delivered late, in unbranded packaging, fail to include the ordered items, and in some instances were inedible, as just some examples. One moment, let me take a sip. I'm sorry. Customers have referred to the burgers as being disgusting, revolting, and inedible. They have claimed that it is sad that Mr. Beast would put his name on this. Mr. Beast is being canceled over burgers. Never had something so nasty. Inaccurate marketing, Orlando's worst burger, big name, poor food, very upsetting for the high price, and likely the worst burger I have ever had. The problem is perhaps best exemplified in the following Reddit post. Finally ordered our first Mr. Beast burger and then realized after the first bite that it was mostly just raw meat. Look at that, guys. Can you see that? Man, that's disgusting. Ew, I don't even like any hint of pig meat. No way, Jose. Well done for me, please. One New Yorker reviewer, echoing the sentiments of thousands, stated that Mr. Beast's burger was the absolute worst burger I've ever eaten in my entire life. It was like eating spoonfuls of garlic powder. Fries were soggy and ice cold. Don't waste your money. More than half of the Mr. Beast Burger virtual restaurants have less than 2 out of 5 stars, which is well below the median score of four stars across the platform. One father of 2 felt as though he had let his children down by ordering Mr. Beast burgers when he received terrible quality food in unbranded packaging that he was able to trace back to a 7-Eleven. Is it buffering the whole time? Is it buffering the whole time? Kaz, mine isn't buffering on my phone. I don't know. Go out and come back in. See Exhibit A. Customers do not expect their Mr. Beast burger to come in a 7-Eleven bag. That is not what anyone expects from a Mr. Beast branded product. Equally disturbing, many customers believe that Mr. Beast is personally responsible for this mess, as evidenced by statements such as, "How could you do this to me, Jimmy?" Attached as Exhibit B, here too is a compilation of just a handful of the thousands of negative reviews that have been published online. There are literally thousands of negative reviews, articles, and comments from people who are deeply disappointed by the fact that Mr. Beast would put his name on this product, because the entire business is based on the tremendous global value of the Mr. Beast brand. It is Mr. Beast himself and not virtual dining concepts who has borne the brunt of the justified attacks and criticisms. Mr. Beast made every effort to cause virtual dining concepts to fix these significant quality control problems as soon as he learned of them, but they refused and or were incapable. As a result, virtual dining concepts has caused material irreparable harm to the Mr. Beast brand and Mr. Beast's reputation, not only through its abject failure to ameliorate the significant quality control problems with the virtual business, but also through other material breaches of the agreements with Mr. Beast. By way of example, Virtual Dining Concepts repeatedly denied Mr. Beast his valuable approval rights by posting his name, image, and brand on social media and elsewhere without first obtaining his written approval and consent. Further, in violation of their agreements and trademark law, Virtual Dining Concepts registered various trademarks throughout the world using Mr. Beast's name and brand without any right to do so and without his consent or knowledge, and they listed themselves as the sole owners of the trademarks. Wow. To be clear, while this business had made millions of dollars, Mr. Beast has not received a dime. Unfortunately, due to the material irreparable harm to Mr. Beast's brand caused by Virtual Dining Concepts' failure to uphold its ends of the parties' agreement, Mr. Beast has no choice but to seek a judicial declaration that he has the right to terminate the Mr. Beast Burger business and damages from. I wonder if he can ever get like his reputation back from this. And damages caused from the harm caused by Virtual Dining Concepts, multiple material breaches of the agreements between the parties, consistent with Mr. Beast's philosophy. If the Mr. Beast Burger virtual business cannot provide the highest level of service and products to its customers, then it should not continue. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaz. Maybe try reset your phone. I'm sorry. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has jurisdiction over this action pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1332 because the parties are citizens of different states and the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000. Venue of this action in New York County is proper pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1391. The endorsement and services agreement entered into between Mr. Beast Investments and CVD on September 3rd, 2020, provides that all proceedings to resolve disputes thereunder shall be initiated and conducted solely in the state or federal courts of New York, County of New York. And entering into the endorsement agreements, CVD accepted and submitted to the jurisdiction of this court. Defendants VDC and Holdings are likewise subject to the jurisdiction of this court because VDC, the operating company for the Virtual Dining Concepts brand, is an affiliate of defendant CVD, and Holdings is the sole owner of VDC. Yeah, sure, that's no problem, Lori. I can do that. That's confusing because they have like, I think three companies all in one that are in with it in one. The parties. Plaintiff Beast Investments is a limited liability company organized under the laws of North Carolina. Beast Investments is a wholly owned subsidiary of B Burger 1456 and Company, a corporation organized under the laws of Delaware. Non-party Jimmy Donaldson is the majority owner of B Burger 1456 and Company. Defendant CVD is a limited liability company organized under the laws of Florida. CVD is wholly owned by defendant VDC, a limited liability company organized under the laws of Florida. Okay, yeah, Lori, I can do that. That's no problem. VDC, in turn, is wholly owned by defendant Virtual Holdings, a corporation organized under the laws of Florida. Sorry if this is confusing to you. VDC is the operating company for the Virtual Dining Concepts brand. Plaintiff is informed and believes and based thereon alleges that each defendant at all times mentioned in this complaint was the agent, employee, partner, joint venture, alter ego, and or employer of the defendants, and was all at all times herein mentioned acting within the course and scope of that agency, employment, partnership, ownership, or joint venture. Plaintiff is further informed and believes and thereon alleges that the acts and conduct of each defendant were known to, authorized by, and or ratified by the other defendants in each of them. He's suing all three. Sorry, you guys. I have to keep taking little breaks because of my throat. Sherry, are you still in here? Factual allegations. Establishment of the Mr. Beast Burger business. On September 3rd, 2020, Beast Investments and CVD entered into an endorsement and services agreement. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I just know that he's like the top YouTuber. He makes the most money on YouTube and he has like the most subs. Yeah, I just know he's like top on YouTube somewhere and he does a lot for his community and other places too. Into an agreement in order to establish the Mr. Beast Burger business. Pursuant to that agreement, the business would be run by Virtual Dining Concepts, who purported to be expert in the virtual dining business, which involves the creation of virtual dining brands that operate in a delivery-only model. Beast Investments, in turn, granted Virtual Dining Concepts the right to utilize Mr. Beast's name, images, likeness, voice, picture, and photograph, signature, biographical data, endorsements, and statements, collectively the brand attributes, to advertise, market, and promote the Mr. Beast Burger virtual restaurant brand and operations. Just say they have permission for everything. However, because Mr. Beast has spent years developing his brand into one of the most valuable in the world, and because his brand was a central component of the endeavor's success, it was an essential component of their deal that Mr. Beast retained strict control over the use of his name, image, likeness, and brand by the Mr. Beast Burger business. Therefore, pursuant to the endorsement agreement, Mr. Beast retained all of his own intellectual property rights and had strict, non-waivable approval rights over the use of his image and brand in connection with all facets of the business. All uses of the brand attributes shall be subject to the prior reasonable approval of Beast Investments, which approval must be in writing. Endorsement Agreement Act. Without these valuable approval rights, Mr. Beast would not have entered into the endorsement agreement. Launch of the virtual business, rapid expansion, and discovery of significant quality control issues. Mr. Beast Burger publicly launched its virtual business in December 2020. To announce the launch, Mr. Beast created a Mr. Beast Burger pop-up restaurant and filmed a video titled, "I opened a restaurant that pays you to eat at it." Mr. Beast manned the restaurant with his friends and gave away free Mr. Beast burgers all day. He also generously handed out stacks of cash and gave free AirPods and iPads to many customers. He even gifted a brand new car to a customer who got sideswiped while waiting in line for the drive-thru. Wow. Evidencing the popularity of the concept and the strength of the Mr. Beast brand, over 1,000 cars were lined up before the Mr. Beast Burger pop-up even opened in the morning. At the end of the video, Mr. Beast announced the launch of the Mr. Beast Burger virtual business. The video became viral and now has over 156 million views. Whoa. Mr. Beast Burger was an immediate success, selling 1 million burgers in just its first 3 months. Yes, Kaz. I did a video on that too, but I had to get rid of it. Yep, and he was like, "Thank God that I didn't go." Upon information and belief at the time Mr. Beast Burgers launched, Virtual Dining Concepts did not have any other celebrity collaborations that could even come close to bringing in the level of revenue that was achievable through Mr. Beast Burger. Instead, Virtual Dining Concepts sought to use the Mr. Beast Burger model and the business success as a way to attract other celebrities who might wish to partner with Virtual Dining Concepts in the virtual dining space. To that end, it was in the interest of virtual dining concepts to capitalize on Mr. Beast's Burgers' initial success and expand as rapidly as possible, establishing partnerships with restaurants in hundreds of new locations across the globe. In fact, Mr. Beast Burger was described as Forbes magazine as the fastest growing restaurant brand in the country. Dang. I wonder where they have them at. I would like to try a Mr. Beast burger. How about you? Man, I have a headache. In 2021, Mr. Beast Burger's first full year in operation, Virtual Dining Concepts opened 1,000 virtual locations. In 2022, Virtual Dining Concepts nearly doubled the number of Mr. Beast Burger virtual locations, expanded to 1,700. As stated earlier, to be clear, while Virtual Dining Concepts has made millions of dollars through his business, Beast Investments has not been paid a dime. This is true even though Beast Investments is owed royalties and distributions under the endorsement and letter agreements. However, while this rapid expansion might have been a useful selling point for Virtual Dining Concepts in its attempt to secure other celebrity endorsement deals, it was not in the best interest of Mr. Beast Burger, the Mr. Beast brand, the partner restaurants, or, most importantly, the customers, as it soon became apparent that in focusing first and foremost on growth, Virtual Dining Concepts lost sight of the most important aspect of the business: controlling the quality of the customer experience and the food products that were offered. So, this company used Mr. Beast's name and product to grow their business. That's pretty messed up. But, what do you expect in this day and age, right? Okay. Um, Customers, reviewers, and the press quickly began to call out and continue to call out in great numbers the significant problems with Mr. Beast Burger, commenting that the business's concept and advertising was misleading. The products were low quality, orders were consistently late, orders arrived in unbranded packaging like a 7-Eleven bag. Really? At least get a bag that says thank you on it. Orders failed to include the ordered items, the website functioned improperly, and customers were denied legitimate requests for refunds. Because the Mr. Beast brand is central to Virtual Dining Concepts business, it is Mr. Beast who has borne the consistent, ongoing, painful brunt of the criticisms and ridicule. He has received direct blame from disappointed customers, in addition to the prolific general condemnations at the Mr. Beast Burger product and brand. This is precisely why, pursuant to the letter agreement described below, Beast Investments has the right to terminate the entirety of the Mr. Beast Burger business, including virtual restaurant. Mr. Beast Burger materially and irreparably tarnishes Mr. Beast's reputation. That's messed up, really messed up, because he has a good name for himself. He's an awesome person, and he really does a lot for everyone. As you see, I just read up earlier, he gave a card to a lady who was sideswiped in the drive-thru at the place. I'm surprised that you're here because I was like, when I said it for two, I was like, Kaz and Janelle and Lily, all my friends in Australia, might not be able to make it because it's too early. What time is it over there? Unfortunately, in addition to failing to take steps to improve the quality of the product being delivered to Mr. Beast customers and fans, Virtual Dining Concepts has continued to use Mr. Beast's brand, image, and likeness without his proper consent, as is required under their contract. In connection with their relentless, irresponsible expansion across the globe, see Exhibit C, containing just some examples of this. As a result, the significant irreparable harm to Mr. Beast's brand continues to escalate. Expansion into the brick and mortar business. Oh, 7? Oh, okay. I thought it was earlier than that. Oh, never mind. And our morning time is like way early for you. In 2021, as pandemic related restrictions were being lifted, Mr. Beast believed that expansion into the brick and mortar business would allow for stricter oversight of customer experience and quality control, something lacking from the virtual experience, as well as provide unique destination based experiences to Mr. Beast fans and allow for an expanded menu of healthy and sustainable options. On January 23rd, 2022, Beast Investments and Virtual Dining Concepts entered into a letter agreement which set forth the foundation for the expansion of Mr. Beast Burger into brick and mortar, and addressed other global aspects of the Mr. Beast Burger business. I wonder, I'm going to have to, if it doesn't say in the court documents, I'm going to Google it and see. The parties is your daughter still in school, Kaz? Or are they when do they get out of school? Nevaeh just started. The parties did open one brick and mortar location in New Jersey in September 2022. However, because Virtual Dining Concepts was interested only in developing its own virtual branded restaurant business, little attention was paid to brick and mortar. As a result, upon information and belief, the Mr. Beast Burger virtual business and not brick and mortar accounts for approximately 90% of Virtual Dining Concepts revenues. No wonder then that Virtual Dining Concepts dragged its feet on aggressively focusing on customer service and quality and instead continued to selfishly over prioritize immediate virtual growth and sales ambitions. Focusing foremost on product quality and customer service would not have suited Virtual Dining Concepts' own interests, would have cut it to its short term profits, and would have limited its ability to expand the virtual business platform at the cost of Mr. Beast. Yeah, Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Usually in the morning when I do like a trial, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for you, I think, right? Like 1 or 2. So Mr. Beast helped this company expand and have high revenue and making all this millions of dollars and not even giving anything to Mr. Beast, and they have a contract, and if it wasn't for Mr. Beast they wouldn't be making all this money. That's crazy. In addition, even though Mr. Beast retained ownership and strict oversight over the use of his intellectual property, Virtual Dining Concepts registered trademarks for Mr. Beast Burger in the European Union, Canada, Thailand, Singapore, Mexico, and Malaysia as part of its rapid. Y'all didn't even include Australia. As part of its rapid global expansion without Beast Investments authorization, consent, or even knowledge. Wow, which was an indisputable breach of the parties' agreements. Pursuant to the endorsement agreement, all rights in and to talents attributes shall continue to be owned exclusively by licensor and licensed to company pursuant to this agreement. Yeah, I know. Did you see the description of the food that was given to customers? Like raw and served in a 7-Eleven bag and not Mr. Beast brand wrappers and messy food. Yeah. Forgotten food is crazy. Further, as virtual dining concepts expanded, it repeatedly used Mr. Beast's name, image, and brand in marketing and advertising materials on social media and elsewhere without his prior written consent and approval, which was an indisputable breach of the parties' agreements, most recently in advertisements in Mexico and Ireland. Hey, they didn't have list Ireland up here. European Union, Canada, Thailand, Singapore, Mexico, and Malaysia as part of its rapid alliance with part of the European Union. Mhm. Specifically, the endorsement agreement provides as followed. All of Mr. Beast's attributes utilized under this agreement and all uses of talent's attributes shall be subject to the prior reasonable approval of licensor. In addition, all brand products, brand packaging materials, and materials and all uses of the materials which incorporate talent attributes shall also be subject to the prior reasonable approval of licensor. With respect to each instance in which licensor's approval is required under this agreement, such approval shall only be valid if given in advance and in writing. I know, Kaz. I know, girl. You be setting them alarm clocks for trials. It's good to see you again, Jasmine. This is crazy. I feel bad for him because now his name is getting all this bad reviews and tarnished. Like his name is really getting ruined, right? I just hope that he can come back from this with the Mr. Beast burger. It is indisputable that, as a result of virtual dining concepts' failure to correct the serious problems with the customer experience and food products, Mr. Beast's reputation and brand has indeed been materially and irreparably harmed. Unfortunately, because virtual dining concepts has failed to meaningfully ameliorate the serious issues in customer experience and product quality in the business to Beast Investment satisfaction, and because they repeatedly have failed to gain the requisite approval of uses of the Mr. Beast brand and Mr. Beast's image, name, and likeness. Mr. Beast has no choice but to seek an order from the court finding that Beast Investments has the right to terminate its agreement with virtual dining concepts and shut down the Mr. Beast burger business. I wonder if that's all he wants is to get rid of virtual dining concepts, or if he's suing for money also, because up in the other pages, one of the other pages said that exceeded $75,000. I don't know. In addition, defendants materially breached the express and implied provisions of the parties' agreements, materially and irreparably tarnishing Mr. Beast's brand, filing at least 6 international trademark registrations based on the brand attributes without any right to do so, and without advance written approval from the plaintiff. Isn't that criminal? Or no? Creating and disseminating advertising and marketing materials that feature the brand attributes without first securing the advance written approval of plaintiff, which conduct is ongoing. Failing to create a jointly owned entity with plaintiff as required by the letter agreement, failing to create the required operating agreement as required by the letter agreement, failing to permit plaintiff to appoint a manager of the business as required by the letter agreement, failing to transfer shares of Virtual Concepts Holding Incorporated to Beast Investments as required by the letter agreement, failing to pay all amounts owed to plaintiff, and consistently serving inedible food and providing incompetent service, which irreparably tarnished Mr. Beast's reputation and frustrated plaintiff's ability to benefit from the endorsement and letter agreement. Sorry, I'm taking another little break. I'm sorry, you guys, but I did burn my throat last night, and I don't know if you can tell as I'm reading the documents, my voice is like off. So I'm trying, you guys. I am trying. I was wondering how you was getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I know you set that alarm clock. You didn't want to miss the trial. You want a sweet misery and coffee in the morning. Hey, have y'all hit that like button? Let me tell you what I did. I went with all my other accounts and I pressed the like button with all of them, and I had like 10 before the live even started. But that doesn't mean that you can't hit the like button for me, y'all. Wait, what happened to all my likes? Don't tell me I did the wrong one. Holy guacamole. I wonder why they took all my likes away. Probably because it's from the same IP address. Aw, y'all gotta hit that like button for me now. Come on, feel bad for me. It's free. That's all. Excuse me. I'm going to have to go back and make sure I hit the like button on that. I know I did. It's got to be because it's from the same phone, right? I don't know. Let's go. First cause of action. Declaratory judgment against all defendants. Beast Investments realleges and incorporates by reference the allegations set forth above. Pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 57 and 28 U.S.C. 2201 and 2202, this court is authorized to issue a declaratory judgment. There is an actual controversy between the parties concerning whether Beast Investments has the right to terminate the endorsement agreement and letter agreement and to shut down the Mr. Beast Burger business. Specifically, plaintiff contends that, pursuant to the letter agreement, Beast Investments has the right to terminate the entirety of the Mr. Beast Burger business, including the virtual restaurant, which includes the endorsement and letter agreements if Mr. Beast's Burger materially and irreparably tarnishes Mr. Beast's reputation. Plaintiff contends that, as a result of Virtual Dining Concepts' failure to correct the serious problems with the customer experience and food products, Mr. Beast's reputation and brand has indeed been materially and irreparably harmed. Defendants contest that Mr. Beast's reputation and brand have been materially and irreparably harmed, and that plaintiff has the right to terminate the entirety of the Mr. Beast Burger business, which includes the endorsement and letter agreements. Plaintiff also contends that it has the right to terminate the agreements based on the multiple material, uncured, or incurable breaches of the endorsement and letter agreements by defendants as set forth in paragraph 31 above. I wonder if he's trying to get rid of all of everything, the whole business, even the ones that he started? Did he start any? Or did they only start any? I know, and now I only have 4. What do you show now? Or 5. What was it? Let me see. 4. Defendants have expressly denied the existence of any breaches and or that plaintiff has the right to terminate based on same. Wow, they're fighting back. Beast Investments is entitled to a judicial declaration that it has the right to terminate the endorsement agreement and letter agreement and to shut down the Mr. Beast Burger business. This is crazy, you guys, that he actually has to go through all of this. Second cause of action, breach of contract against all defendants. Hold on one moment. Let me plug in my phone and get something to drink for my throat. I should have had like a lozenge or something in my mouth, you guys, for my throat, but I don't know. And for some reason, Penelope loves to be under the bed now. I'm not sure why. But yeah. All right, so let's go. 1 second. Thank you, Kaz, Sherry, and Lori for always being here. Jasmine Disney, I'm so happy you're back. I know you watch in the bushes sometimes. Huh? He'll be able to get out of it. He's requesting a jury trial. That will be fun. I wonder if it will be, because Mr. Beast is like the biggest YouTuber. I wonder if it will be like on YouTube or something. I don't know. It would be fun to watch for sure. Beast Investments realleges and incorporates by reference the allegations set forth above. Beast Investments and Virtual Dining Concepts are parties to the endorsement agreement and the letter agreement. In addition to the express provisions of the written endorsement agreement and letter agreement, an implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing also existed, which precluded defendants from doing anything that would injure plaintiffs' right to receive the benefits of the written endorsement and letter agreements. That's right. Defendants have materially breached the express terms of the endorsement agreement, as well as the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, by materially and irreparably tarnishing Mr. Beast's brand, filing at least 6 international trademark registrations based on the brand attributes without any rights to do so, and without advance written approval from the plaintiff. Creating and disseminating advertising and marketing materials that feature the brand attributes without first securing the advance written approval of plaintiff, which conduct is ongoing. Failing to pay all amounts owed to plaintiff, and consistently serving inedible food and providing incompetent service, which irreparably tarnished Mr. Beast's reputation and frustrated plaintiff's ability to benefit from the endorsement and letter agreements. Man, them customers, like the happy customers, if any, are going to be upset that all these places are closing and all these places in other countries. Because I know that the court is going to, be on Mr. B's side. Reading this, it's apparent that, he's getting screwed. Oh, how many do they have now, Cass? Okay. Defendants have materially breached the express terms of the letter agreement, as well as the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing by it says the same thing, but I'll read it. By materially and irreparably tarnishing Mr. Beast's brand, filing at least 6 international trademark registrations based on the brand attributes without any right to do so, and without advance written approval from plaintiff. Creating and disseminating advertising and marketing materials that feature the brand attributes without first securing the advance written approval of plaintiff, which conduct is ongoing. Failing to create a jointly owned entity with plaintiff. Failing to create the required operating agreement. Failing to permit plaintiff to appoint a manager of the business. Failing to transfer shares of Virtual Concepts Holding Incorporated to Beast Investments as required by the letter agreement. Failing to pay all amounts owed to plaintiff. consistently serving inedible food and providing a competent service, which irreparably tarnished Mr. Beast's reputation and frustrated plaintiff's ability to benefit from the endorsement and letter agreements. Plaintiff performed all of its obligations under the written endorsement and letter agreement, was excused from doing so, and or was prevented from doing so by defendant's conduct. How many does it show that I have right now for you, Kaz? It shows that I have 4. Four. As a direct and proximate result of the material breaches of the written endorsement and letter agreements, plaintiff has been damaged in an amount that has not yet. Wow! Hold on. Plaintiff has been damaged in an amount that has not yet been fully ascertained, but which plaintiff believes to be in excess of $10 million. Excess of $10 million. If and when plaintiff has ascertained the full amount of the damages, it will seek leave of the court to amend this complaint accordingly. Beast Investments has suffered and will continue to suffer harm as a result of Virtual Dining Concepts breaches. I was wondering that. It's going to continue to harm him for probably a long time. This is really serious. Mr. Beast has a good name. Accordingly, Beast Investments requests an award of money damages in an amount to be determined at trial. Further, Beast Investments seeks preliminary and permanent injunctive relief to prevent defendants from engaging in any further use of Mr. Beast's name, image, likeness, intellectual property rights, and or publicity rights and the Mr. Beast brand. I'm going to say thank you guys so much for understanding about my throat and having to take breaks from the reading. You know, I'm usually not like this many breaks, but we're on the end of page 14 and there's 15 or 6. Yeah, I think next page is the end. Third cause of action, accounting against all defendants. Beast Investments realleges and incorporates by reference the allegations set forth above. By entering into the endorsement and letter agreements and agreeing to run the operations of the Mr. Beast Burger business, manage its finances, collect revenue, and transmit profit share to plaintiff. Defendants knowingly undertook to act on behalf of and for the benefit of plaintiff with respect to the preparation of accurate financial statements and the payment of the appropriate profit share to plaintiff. Defendants have, at all relevant times, maintained exclusive control over the financial books and records pertaining to the calculation of plaintiff's profit share. Why has it taken so long for him to do this, though? Jasmine, are you in here? Why do you think it took so long for him to do this? Because this is from, well, no, this is from last year, right? Okay, never mind. I was thinking 2020. Plaintiff has not yet received any profit share from the business since its inception almost 3 years ago and does not have access to the relevant books and records of the business. As a result, the balance due from defendants to plaintiff can only be ascertained by an accounting, I think it's supposed to be accountant, because the information necessary to determine the balance due is within the exclusive knowledge of defendants. So probably the court is going to get an accountant to go through the defendant's financials. Whoa. Prayer for relief. Wherefore, Beast Investments prays for an award of the following relief. For entry of a declaratory judgment ordered by this court that Beast Investments has the immediate right to terminate the endorsement and letter agreements and no further obligation to engage in the Mr. Beast Burger business with defendants. For an accounting of all revenues and expenses of the Mr. Beast Burger business, for preliminary and permanent injunctive relief to prevent defendants from engaging in any further use of Mr. Beast's name, image, likeness, intellectual property rights, and or publicity rights, and the Mr. Beast brand. Awarding Beast Investments its share of royalty payments and further damages in an amount to be determined at trial. For compensatory damages in an amount according to proof at the time of trial. For an award of costs. For an award of reasonable attorney's fees. For an award of prejudgment and post-judgment interest for the maximum amount allowed by law. For such other and further relief as the court deems just and proper, including, without limitation, costs and attorney fees. Request for jury trial. Plaintiffs hereby demand a trial by jury on all issues. And this is the lawyers that was sent these documents. This is crazy, you guys. A crazy amount of money. But you know what? This is serious. You guys, I mean, I hope this doesn't have to stop or hinder him from helping. Because, you know, he helps so many people and he does so many events and, you know, so much stuff that his name is getting tarnished. But I haven't really heard anything bad about him. But I don't really go on anything either to probably hear about it. But yes, you guys, this is so serious, crazy. I don't know. But I do know that I have to rest my throat. So I am going to leave and end right here. Again, please hit the like button. All memberships are gone because I changed the membership levels. There's 99 cents, $1.99, and $4.99 now. So I would hope and appreciate if you would reactivate your membership with one of those 3 levels. And on that note, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.